Tonight, I carry on our journey to platinum every main Assassin's Creed game, with Assassin's Creed 3 being the last game we platinumed and me currently waiting for the Black Flag remake. That means the next game on our list is Assassin's Creed Rogue is one of the more unique games in the franchise, as the majority of the game is from a Templar's perspective. With 47 trophies required for the platinum, we will need to experience everything the game has to offer for this platinum, including finishing the main story with 100% synchronization, various different combat related trophies, fully upgrading our ship, solving all totems, finding all Templar maps, and we also 360 no-scope some ships.
That's got to be the best part I've ever seen. So it would seem.
As always, if you enjoyed the videos and want to support the channel, leave a like and subscribe, as it's always appreciated. And with all that out of the way, let's begin. So our journey begins back in the American colonies, but set several years before Assassin's Creed 3 takes place. And this is when we meet our main character.
My name is Shay Patrick Cormac. This is my story.
And it doesn't take us too long before we spot our target and try to kill him. Oh, never mind. Turns out this is how assassins bond with each other.
Admit it, I nearly had you.
Nearly counts for nothing, Shay. And besides, no. That was just luck.
I make my own luck, Liam.
So as the game starts properly, I am fucking mortified by the amount of collectibles I can see on the mini-map already. Soon, us and Liam meet with yet another assassin who is a stinking Frenchman. But he also introduces himself to us.
It is Capitaine Louis-Joseph Gauthier, Chevalier de la Vérendrye.
Shut your bitch ass up!
Will I fuck be calling him that? He is simply the frog from now on. So, us and the frog start fighting, as it's the natural instinct of anyone who meets a Frenchman, but Liam does stop us from killing the twat.
Gentlemen, stop! We got a common enemy, and I reckon he's close.
The Royal Navy attack my vessel and force my men to flee. We are stranded, and what is worse, the smugglers we were supposed to meet have been taken prisoner.
Shay and I'll free those smugglers. You treat your wounded.
This is when Liam finally gives us a sword and a dagger, and we get to put our new blades to good use.
Keep an eye out, lad!
We then board a captured ship called the Morrigan and start to clear out the remaining British on board undetected. Well, that is until we get caught.
I was saving those fellas for you.
Very thoughtful.
After cleaning up that mess, we then take the Morrigan as our own personal ship, and we start to sail the frog back to his ship as well. This is when we see that our frog ship is actually being attacked by the Royal Navy, so we start to sink their ships in any way we can. With the Royal Navy defeated and the Frenchmen saved, we decide it's best if we return home to our mentor. Sadly for both me playing and you watching, this is when we get introduced to the modern story, or what's left of it.
I'm gonna kill myself!
I'm sure that most people have seen or played Black Flag at this point, so we do just carry on the modern story from there, where we are essentially a random worker at Abstergo. So yeah, we do solve a few puzzles around the place, and after that we simply head back to our desk. You can thank me all later for not boring you with this shit. Although we do get our first trophy of the video for finishing sequence 1 in the present day. We then arrive back at a location everyone should be familiar with, and it's here where we see two legends of the Assassin's Creed franchise meet.
Achilles.
Adewale.
We do overhear Achilles and Adewale talking about some earthquake that happened in Haiti, but I'm sure that won't be important to the plot whatsoever. But like all Assassin's Creed games, we have to learn how to assassinate someone for the 100th time.
You are late.
Oh, what did I miss?
Only the first hour of training.
We're always training, Kisagawase.
and will continue to do so.
So we meet with our best pal Liam, and he teaches us how to shoot.
Not too much more work after this.
After that, we meet with Hope, and her tutorial has us assassinating people from various different hiding spots. And finally, we meet with the knockoff version of Connor, and he teaches us how to free run throughout the trees and also hunt and skin animals, which I will not do for the entirety of this game. Once our training is complete, we speak with Adewale and Achilles, who tells us that the Templars stole two very important artifacts from the assassins.
Whoever controls the artifacts can access precursor sites of power. We must recover them, or none are safe.
With it being our mission to recover these artifacts, we set sail to meet with a nearby spy, and this is when me and the gang meet Le Chasseur, another Frenchman but slightly cooler than the other dickhead, and he gives us valuable information on who has the artifacts.
I know that name. He's an important Templar, isn't he?
He is. Lawrence Washington has great ambitions that Templars have helped fulfill. Shay, let's return and find him. You, sir, have our thanks.
Back on the Morrigan, we soon locate the ship, which could have the artifacts on board, but with no way through without blowing our cover, we disembark and follow the ship from on land. This leads to us infiltrating the outskirts of the manor, and we start to make our way towards the ship. Unfortunately, we don't find any artifacts on board, but we do indeed find a rifle which, when fired, doesn't make any sound whatsoever. Like any man who gets a new toy, take it for a spin and run around shooting people with a new air rifle. But after I've had my fun, however, we enter the party to find this Lawrence Washington.
Brother, are you sure you shouldn't be in bed?
I am fine, George.
Well. If it isn't my arch nemesis, George Washington, yet again. Thankfully, George pisses off, and this is when our little band of Templars all reveal themselves, so looks like we have our next set of targets. As all other Templars leave, we blend in with the crowd, and soon we are able to kill Lawrence Washington.
You are too late, assassin.
It's never too late to ruin Templar plans, Master Washington.
But my plans are already in motion. Even leading you here has given my allies time to escape. Thank you for making my end a quick one.
And thank you for revealing your master plan, you scheming snake.
After killing the host of the party, I decide it's probably a good time to run for my life. Luckily, the Morrigan has been brought around for us and we quickly board. But as we flee, we are getting salt and peppered with cannon fire and mortar fire.
Stop blowing holes in my ship!
But eventually we do manage to outrun them and escape. Here we got a trophy for finishing sequence 1. So we then meet with both our frog friends, and they tell us they got a battering from the Royal Navy, but also they learnt that there's another Templar nearby, so needing nothing more to go on than that, we sail to where they last seen him, and sure enough, it doesn't take us long before we catch up to the Templar ship. But as we close the distance, we get ambushed by several other ships, and then we get rammed and boarded by a brig. So me and what's left of our crew draw our swords and start to cut down any of the Brits who are stupid enough to board us. This got us a trophy here for defeating a boarding party. With our ambush failed and nowhere to go, the prick decides to slow us down with fire barrels. But we do this little thing called avoid them.
Sometimes if you listen very carefully, you can hear my genius.
And once on land, we were able to find and kill our second Templar.
This cannot be. No! Do you even know what that is?
An ancient artifact. Treasure from those who came before.
Yes. It matters not. Some of the greatest scientific minds of all Europe could not make it work.
Now all I need is the manuscript, and all shall be revealed.
With the box recovered, all we need to do is find the manuscript, which is being held by one last Templar. This takes us to a small settlement where we find none other than a younger Benjamin Franklin, but he's not the only person we recognise, as William Johnson also arrives and speaks with Ben here about the manuscript. Luckily for us, the Templars seem to be fighting amongst themselves at the moment, and one of them won't give Johnson the manuscript. So seizing this as an opportunity, we start to infiltrate the fort nearby to steal it. Right, we have stealthed our way inside and no one knows we are here. Never fucking mind. Apparently this cunt has eagle vision and has spotted us, so he starts doing a runner. As quick as he was though, he just wasn't quick enough, and we soon catch him.
I'll take that, you Templar dog.
No! You have no idea what you're doing, fool!
Keeping the people free from your control.
How free will you be when the French undermine these squabbling colonies?
These colonies would be far better off without the Templars pulling the strings.
We bring order from chaos. If everything is permitted, no one is safe.
Even the devil can quote scripture to suit his own purposes.
So Shay and Hope then meet with Ben and we give him the manuscript, hoping he can solve it. And with some help from Thor, we manage to solve it and see it's a map of the world. So we tell Achilles the map pointed at Lisbon, and he tells us to head there alone and bring back the Peace of Eden. Sailing there alone, we soon arrive in Lisbon, and after solving a few puzzles inside a church, we head deeper underground to find the Peace of Eden. And soon we grab what we came for. Wait, what the fuck?
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Time to run, as whatever we have done has just caused the entire ground to shake like crazy. Back on the surface, we see we've caused an earthquake just like in Haiti, so we try to rush back towards our ship, and yeah, we have 5 or 6 really close calls here, which could have resulted in Shay's death.
My back! Oh, my back!
But we keep pushing our way towards the sea to get back onto the ship. Once we make it back on the ship, we see the sheer devastation we have caused by removing that artifact.
What have I done?
So what's the next city you want me to smite? What happened in Haiti happened in Portugal. A great earthquake. Thousands dead thanks to your damned manuscript.
This cannot be.
Shay, a person cannot start an earthquake.
A person meddling with these precursor machines could. You saw the box, Hope. The temple was filled to bursting with that kind of power. You made me slaughter innocents!
How dare you!
You defend him? Achilles sent me in there like Macandal sent his man in Haiti.
What the hell's going on? Stop this!
The operation was delicate. Perhaps
you are shifting the earth itself. Who are you to decide what city falls next?
Get him out of here.
Ah, well, it's good to see Achilles was always a dick.
What are you? An idiot sandwich.
So fully agreeing with Shay, he decides to take matters into his own hands to make sure this doesn't happen again. And this leads to us sneaking back inside the manor to steal the manuscript. As we are taking it back, however, none other than Achilles himself catches us in the act.
We are responsible for killing innocents and destroying cities. This mad grab for power. It ends now.
I will not let you destroy everything we have built!
Unfortunately, the old man has trained us far too well, and we simply move him out of the way and throw ourselves out the window. This leads to the assassins chasing us and also being fired at with mortars, but soon we have nowhere else to run and get caught.
I will not let this happen again. All those souls lost. One more hardly matters.
Shay!
Here we get a trophy for finishing sequence 2. Oh, for fuck's sake. Every time something good happens, we get dragged back to the snore fest of the modern day story. Yeah, we then meet the big bad Templar guy running the show, and he tells us Shay is important. blah, blah, blah. We do get another trophy for finishing sequence 2 in the modern day. This is where we get some blurry vision of some people finding Shay's body, and seriously, this is really hurting my eyes. Thankfully though, Shay survived his wounds, and this is when we meet the Finnegan family who nursed him back to health. Oh, and they also give us some cool new drip, so thanks very much for that. While out in the city, we meet with a Colonel Monroe who introduces himself to us.
I care. I want to see these colonists safe and prosperous.
Noble words.
Perhaps actions will convince you otherwise, Master Cormac.
Back in the Finnegan's house, he then asks us to free a friend of his called Christopher Gist, who's soon to be hanged by a group of outlaws who run certain parts of the city. So using our skills, it doesn't take us long before we find and infiltrate the fort, and with one single shot we free Gist before he is killed. This is when our new duo then cut down and kill the remaining outlaws.
Morgan, what is she doing there? That's my ship, friend. Begging your pardon, but I must go fetch her back from those louts.
Wait! I can hardly let you do that alone.
Help me if you can, then.
After killing the last few outlaws and tearing down the assassin's flag, we soon reclaim the Morgan. After that, we recruit Gist here to be our first mate of the ship, but from one handshake to another, we meet with Monroe again, and he tasks us with taking out and reclaiming a nearby fort for the British.
Yes! 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 Yes!
So we soon arrive outside the fort and use our mortars and swivel guns to destroy the fort's towers and defences. With one last volley of cannon fire and a few well-placed shots from the swivels, we destroy the fort's defences. But as we make our way inside the fort, we come face to face with none other than Le Chasseur, which is only ever going to lead to one thing. And I'll be honest, he does put up a pretty good fight here, but in the end we are just far too skilled and we kill him.
You are always good at your business, Shay.
As were you. Tell me, what are you doing inland?
Special weapons. Poisonous gases to use against colonial authorities. I am merely a delivery man.
And may your final delivery be swift.
Can I just say, about fucking time we actually helped the British in an Assassin's Creed game. Seriously, Assassin's Creed 3 tortured me having to fight for both the Yanks and destroy T. After this, we got a trophy for completing every activity in an area. Speaking with Monroe again, he tells us about the weapons the assassins are creating and speaks of Benjamin Franklin being involved. So I decided to rush over and take out a few guards. And posing as an assassin still, we speak with Ben and he gives us the weapon he created for Hope. And if you're wondering what it does this. Using our new toy, we take it to an assassin's camp and destroy all of their poison supplies they planned on using.
Say hello to my little friend!
And as we report our success, none other than William Johnson and Jack Weeks show up and thank us for destroying the poison supplies. As we board the Morgan again, we see that none other than Monroe has returned the manuscript to us. He explains in a letter that he left on the ship that he found the manuscript on us and left us to the Finnegan family so they could nurse us back to health, and also that he knows we were an assassin but kinda hopes that we'll join the Templars. This got us a trophy for finishing sequence 3. After this, we meet with Jack again and he warns us that Monroe was beaten by the French army nearby and is planning on retreating, but the nearby natives are going to ambush and kill him, so we need to intervene. And it doesn't take us too long before we find Monroe and his men. Monroe then explains that he had to surrender to the French due to a lack of reinforcements. That's right here where I really start to like Shay.
Damn frog.
This is when our old friend Kesagawase shows up with more natives and ambushes us and the remaining men. While the others hold them off, we rush forward to clear the way for Monroe and his men. This leads us to wiping out all the snipers in the valley, one at a time. With the path clear, we all race back to the Morgan while being chased by literally 3 men. Why not just turn around and kill them? Why not surround them and kill them? Why not fire the cannons at them? Oh, this game confuses the fuck out of me at times. Later that night, however, we speak with Monroe and he wants us to keep the manuscript, but we say no you and just hand it back to him. Guarantee you he loses it within the next 5 minutes. This is going to be Ezio and the Apple of Eden all over again. Oh, and to stop the assassins using the natives as allies, we also help them out by freeing the native prisoner. Now you may think this is important as the natives will become our allies, but like several things in this game, it just never comes up again. And the only reason why I shown this was because this is when we learn about the native armor we need for a trophy. Once that's finished, we hear that Monroe has been attacked yet again, so we head over to save him for the 100th time. Entering the fort, we rush in and, as usual, kill every enemy within seconds. This is when Monroe tries to give us the manuscript again and Shade refuses, telling him to return to the Morrigan now. But to no one's surprise, our old friend reappears, and unfortunately for him, he may look and act like Connor, but he cannot fight like him.
We trained you well, traitor! Sigawase. It didn't have to be this way. It did. You are an enemy. Achilles will see you dead. What he's doing is wrong. Who are you to judge? The Templars will fail. You will fail. Monroe is already dead. What do you mean? Liam.
We then sprint back throughout the city to save Monroe, but soon we arrive and see the building is on fire. So like a Chad, we rush in and carry our dying friend outside.
The manuscript. An assassin took it.
Liam. I'll get it back. I swear it.
Shay.
With Monroe dead, we return to meet with some very familiar faces, and this is when Shay officially becomes a Templar.
Then we welcome you into our fold, brother. You are now a Templar, harbinger of a new world. May the Father of Understanding guide us.
May the Father of Understanding guide us.
This got us a trophy for finishing Sequence 4. Fucking kill me. I'm only showing glimpses of this shit because it gets us trophies, which we do get a trophy for finishing Sequence 3 in the modern day. This is when we explain to Hatham what the precursor sites actually do, and if they are disturbed, they will destroy the earth. So he tells us to hunt the assassins, we need to meet with a sailor and captain called James Cook. Me and the lads then meet with Mr. Cook here, and he instantly becomes my friend because he lets us use his man of war ship to sink the French.
This is where the fun begins.
As soon as they are in range, we fire our mortars. Then we follow this up with volley after volley for the smaller ships, and once again we use the mortars to sink even more French vessels. This is when Adewale and several more French ships join the battle, but as we sink more and more of the frogs, we remind them that it is Britannia that rules the waves.
We cleared the way just in time, Captain Cormac.
While sailing to our next mission, I completely didn't even realise this, but we did get a trophy for doing literally nothing. Here, we got a trophy for breaking 500 metres of ice. With Adewale still nearby, us and the boys devise a plan to find him. It's quite literally to sail aimlessly around until we do see him, but somehow it works, and soon we have him in our sights. Unfortunately for Adewale here, I am a veteran of all naval Assassin's Creed games, so we just run rings around him while destroying his ship piece by piece and shooting all the weak spots. This forces the old pirate to beach his ship in order to try and save his men. But Hatham and Adewale soon come face to face.
I served with your father, Hatham. He would be ashamed to see what you have become.
Really? I wasn't aware my father had a sense of shame.
Do not speak ill of your father, boy. If you become half the man he was, it will be a blessing.
Sadly, this is when we have to kill Adewale.
Forgive me, Adewale.
You dare beg forgiveness, child. Hell welcomes traitors like you.
Then I go there proudly, knowing I have done right.
It does not matter. Achilles already has what he needs.
I will kill every last man who defends him if I must. I cannot let him succeed.
You have become a monster, Shay.
This got us a trophy for finishing Sequence 5. Back in New York, this is when we eavesdrop on the remaining assassins, and they're talking about a new precursor site they will soon be investigating, so we need to stop them. We report this to Hatham and Jack, and Hatham's plan is to simply kill Hope, to stop them from learning where the site is. So, after some interrogating, Hatham learns that Hope is staying in a nearby mansion, and obviously he kills the guy because it's kind of his thing. With no time to waste, we charge at the assassins and start to cut down their soldiers. Just as we arrive, however, we see Hope and Liam have learnt of the precursor site's location.
About time you showed up.
Yeah, for some reason she decides to just turn on the poison and then leaves us to die. Obviously, she isn't the smartest, as we just climb above the poison clouds, and after fully recovering from the poison, we make our way outside and soon spot her. This starts another chase where she uses everything at her disposal to slow us down. Sadly for Hope, she isn't quick enough, and we kill her.
You're late. Again, Shay.
Hope. I didn't want to do this.
I trained you to do this. I expected nothing less.
Then why?
To give Liam time to leave. Soon Chevalier will be on his way to the precursor site.
I will stop him.
He will see you coming. Pity. You had so much potential.
With her dead, our next target is that French prick, and thankfully our old pal Mr. Cook knows exactly where to find him. So we set sail hunting down the assassin's fleet, and it doesn't take us long before we find them all, so we charge in firing our front cannons, doing tons of damage, and we also ram the smaller ships. We then fire our broadside cannons again and again until we sink all of the remaining ships. This is when, out of nowhere and completely by surprise, we're hit with mortar fire, and we soon realise that we have walked right into an ambush. Finally, we manage to find the frog ship and put our own mortars to good use.
I've been looking forward to this.
As he closes the distance to ram us, we use the fire barrels to do devastating damage. Once again, with some smooth sailing, however, we manage to reverse this, and we try to get closer to ram him from behind. Finally, with one last volley, we disable his ship. Me and the boys then board, and we finally get to kill the frog once and for all.
So, cabbage farmer, are you still convinced the Templars are right?
Convinced to the end.
You bastard! Achilles and Liam have already headed north!
Hope was right. I do make a good distraction.
With just 2 assassins left, we meet with Hatham, who joins us so we can finish this together.
Still be time. Master Gist, stay here. I shall accompany Shay.
Sir, with respect, are you sure that's wise?
As Grand Master, I must investigate this precursor matter to the end, and witness the death of Achilles' brotherhood.
As we arrive in the Arctic, we soon see the remaining assassins have already arrived, but as we head inside, us and Hatham soon get separated, which lasts about 10 seconds. And yeah, Hatham wants all the smoke this game. So we slowly make our way past all the precursor defenses, and after this we can finally confront Achilles and Liam.
Is this the apple?
No, don't touch anything. Shay was right.
What would he know?
More than me, apparently.
Finally you understand. Achilles. This is a structure to hold the world together, not a weapon to control it. This whole calamity could have been avoided if you'd only listened to me.
Disrespectful to the end.
Yes, we've been working on that.
Right or wrong, Shay? You betrayed the Brotherhood, Achilles, and me.
Says the man who shot me in the back.
At the homestead. That was Chevalier. I don't miss.
Liam, don't.
Yeah, Liam and Achilles are actually two retards. How did they manage to knock that over?
I'm kind of retarded.
While Hatham chases Achilles, we rush after Liam, and after a brief chase, we dive off the top ropes and take Liam down. Sadly, this involves a 50-foot drop for us as well.
That was lucky.
How many times do I have to tell you, Liam? I make my own luck.
How'd you do that, you bastard? You broke the assassins. Betrayed everyone you knew. You sided with our worst enemies. And for what?
To save the world.
I hope that world is a good one.
As we head back to the Morgan, we find Hatham and Achilles are dueling.
No!
Why not?
Achilles is harmless now. A mentor with no followers. What kind of world are we making if we cannot show mercy? Besides, he understands what these precursor sites are now. Without him, the assassins may continue their search.
Valid points.
Wow, did Hatham just spur someone? What the fuck?
Never forget what has happened here.
Oh, never mind. Well, that explains why he's a cripple. Hatham then tasks Shay with finding the box that shows all the precursor sites, and this is also a good reason why we never see him in Assassin's Creed 3. Here we got a trophy for finishing sequence 6.
One last job, Numbskull. We need you to upload Shay's story.
Sadly, we have to go back to the modern day to finish this game, so we head down into the core to repair the last of the computers. Finally, we repair the last computer in Abstergo, and this gets us a trophy for repairing all the computers. Once repaired, we then upload a file to all the modern day assassins, and this shows a doctored version of Shay's story, showing him betraying the assassins to side with the Templars. This obviously then leads to all the modern day assassins freaking the fuck out. But eventually we do get a trophy for finishing the modern day story. To end Shay's story, however, we see him and Benjamin Franklin in none other than France. Thank fuck there is no Assassin's Creed game set in France, right guys?
You sure about that?
But we soon see why Shay is really here.
That's him. Charles Dorian.
We then infiltrate the palace and we encounter some very annoying children.
I'm Arno. Elise, I'm here with my father. So am I. He has important business with the king.
But eventually we get our target alone and we strike.
You're the traitor. I'm just finishing old business.
Oh, Connor and his assassins. The American Revolution undid your Templar business.
And perhaps we shall start a revolution of our own.
Uphold the principles of our order, and all that for which we stand. Never share our secrets, nor divulge the true nature of our work. Do so until death, whatever the cost. This is my new creed. I am Shay Patrick Cormac, Templar of the Colonial, of the American right. I am an older man now, and perhaps wiser. A war and a revolution have ended, and another is about to begin. May the Father of Understanding guide us all.
This got us a trophy for finishing Shay's story, and another one for getting 100% synchronization in all missions. Finally, the game finishes with a modern day story character becoming a Templar, and Ubisoft still haven't allowed us to skip the bloody credits. Here we got a trophy for finishing the game. Like all Assassin's Creed games, there's always a lot of cleanup required, so let's start banging out these trophies one at a time. We then got 2 trophies here back to back for countering multiple surprise attacks. The first one for counter killing 30 stalkers and the other for countering 15 attacks. Next up, while renovating multiple properties, we got another trophy, and this was for finishing 35 Abstergo challenges. While clearing out all remaining gang HQs, we got yet another trophy, and this was for countering 20 smoke bombs with the gas mask. After that, I headed to an outpost to complete yet another trophy, and we got the trophy for completing an outpost undetected. This is when I managed to bang out 2 trophies within 30 seconds by using the grenade launcher. The first trophy for putting 5 enemies to sleep at once, and the second for making 5 enemies berserk at once. We hunted down another 2 trophies quickly, and we got the first for capturing all forts and another for capturing all gang HQs. Next up, we had to spend way too long hunting down supply camps and looting them all around the map, and eventually we got a trophy for looting 20 supply camps. We followed this up with a pretty simple trophy, and this was for hunting and killing a narwhal. On our search for the platinum, this led me to commit a genocide and avenge the Titanic, as we had to destroy icebergs for a trophy, which we eventually got the trophy for us destroying 100 icebergs. I then spent far too long finding and finishing all native totems, and this of course got us another trophy. After that, I sailed around the map taking over settlements, since I am British, we are naturally good at this, and this got us a trophy for capturing all settlements. Continuing to sail around the map and complete all activities and collectibles in every location, we managed to get a trophy for visiting every location. While in the same area, we renovated another property, which got us a trophy for completing all renovations. And again, in the same place, we got another trophy, and this was for finding all Animus fragments. We then quickly got a trophy for finishing all assassination missions, and another quick trophy for acquiring the native armor. While playing the game though, this entire time I've been managing my fleet in the background, and this got us a trophy for beating 17 naval missions. Yet again, we found even more collectibles to unlock another armor set, and this got us a trophy for gaining the Templar armor. With our vast wealth and numerous materials, we then upgraded the Morrigan fully, and this got us a trophy for doing just that. Using our fully upgraded ship, we hunted down convoys next, and this got us a trophy for looting 20 ship convoys. I then followed this up by beating all legendary naval missions, which got us another trophy. And still using our ship for trophies, we had to free some British prisoners from the French, which got us another trophy for freeing 300 of them. We then quickly had to activate cheats for the next few trophies, so we got a trophy for sinking 10 ships while the hunted cheat is active, another for sinking 10 ships while the endurance cheat is active, and with cheat still activated, we headed inland, and we got a trophy for taking over 10 supply camps while the veteran cheat is active. Finally, we were down to just one main trophy left, which we got for killing 30 enemies without dying while the endurance cheat is active. This got us the platinum trophy for Assassin's Creed Rogue. So everyone, that was the platinum trophy for Assassin's Creed Rogue, and we are one game closer to finishing off this series. Honestly, I find this game to be great at some times and completely meh at others. Still though, I did enjoy it, and I hope you all enjoyed the video as well, guys, and hopefully I will see you all in the next one. Bye.